Let's turn to our special at the end of the show tonight. One of the youngest Indians to climb Mount Everest, Arjun Vajpai, is finally home safely. Vajpai was rescued from the Hillary base camp at around 15,000 feet after being stuck in the devastating Nepal earthquake that struck the country last week. After his rescue by a Nepali army MY-7 chopper, Vajpai was shifted to Chandigarh from Kathmandu by the Indian army, and after his road trip to Noida, he is relieved but is ready to share his experience, and he joins us now. They're all tanned from your experience on the mountains. Tell us exactly what it was like on Mount Everest or near Mount Everest when the earthquake struck. Tell us what happened in those first few hours when the earthquake struck.
Initially it was quite funny, right? We were sitting in a communications tent, and me along with another friend, Farhan, and there was two more climbers.
And what height were you at?
We were at 19,500 feet at Makalu Advanced Base Camp, and we all covered by glacier all around us. So first, it had just been 2 days. So first we thought that, maybe it's high altitude sickness. So Farhan was rocking his chair and I'm sitting there. And first I think I'm feeling a little dizzy. And then suddenly everybody starts feeling dizzy in the same tent. And then you're like, no, this does not make sense. Until the time we realized that something was wrong, we hear this big crack. And soon we realized that there's boulders coming down from the western face of Makalu, and then there are some more ice and big rock patches coming down from the climbing route where we are supposed to be going. Then we soon realized that, at about 12 o'clock that it's an earthquake, and, lots of avalanches are coming down all around us. Then that stops, and then the real shocker comes to us 15 minutes later on, when this big piece of Syrax, which was hanging right over there over Camp 2, comes down with a big avalanche. And then we're like, oh my god, what's going to happen now, because we have 12 climbers up there between Camp 1 and Camp 2. Soon we were like, it was all covered in clouds, and I don't know why I was making a video back then. And we realized that now we'll have to do rescues and we'll have to go up there because we weren't able to establish radio connections. And for the first time, I swear to God, I have never seen mountains like these. It was, that big piece of rock was dancing right in front of my eyes, and it was crazy. It was definitely quite scary.
Were you able to rescue those people who were in the in the eye of the avalanche in a way, or did you have to unfortunately face the prospect that you would lose them?
For quite some time, for about 12 hours, we did not know what had happened. The weather was really bad. We weren't able to establish radio connections with them. But as soon as we did, we got to know that there were 0 casualties. 2 of our team members were in quite a big amount of shock, because they actually see when blue ice actually like splits in front of you or breaks in front of you, metrics and metrics of tons of ice is splitting in front of your eyes. It makes a big sound. It makes a big massive sound, and it's really scary. These climbers from Austria were no newcomers to this field. One of them has climbed 7 of the 14 8,000 meter mountains, and he was still in shock. I had uploaded some more videos on my Facebook page the very same day itself, and it clearly showed how much of a shock they were in. One of them just said, I'm going back home to my 21-year-old. I could see him when I was up there on that ice phase, and it was quite scary for all of us.
Let me ask you, will you in any way be affected by what happened? Will you think twice before going back to the mountains? Has that thought ever crept up, that the same mountains that you love so much can also turn terribly angry at the time of an earthquake?
Well, they did this time, and for the first time I saw that, and that is why, in a very conscious decision which I had taken at home, that I will be going there. I also took the decision that this wasn't the time to panic, and we started helping out people. Some of the porters were damaged, some of the people needed first aid up there. We started doing that, and definitely not. I'm not going to be thinking twice again before going back there, because these are my true love, and I think there are a lot of things which come into your way, because it is all about dreaming big and daring to chase it.
Your dream is always the mountains. So the Mount Everest and the mountains of Nepal remain your dream. It's been terrible, the tragedy that's taken place in Nepal. Arjun, I know you've been tired, so I don't want to keep you for a long time in the studio. I appreciate your joining us.